Well, good afternoon, everyone. Craig back at you. Out on the 2018 Honda Goldwing. Out on a brisk Friday afternoon. Temperature is about 52 degrees. Just thought I would get out, get on the bike, and break up some of the monotony I know a lot of us are dealing with. Having to kind of shelter in place, stay at home, not be able to do a whole lot of different things, and practicing our social distancing. I know by now you've probably seen a bunch of videos online about how different people are managing and coping with having to stay inside while we battle this virus. So this is a good day just to get out and get some fresh air, and it also gives me a wonderful excuse to get out on the 2018 Honda Goldwing. So looking toward the summer, because again, as I record this video now, it is late March of 2020, and again, the temperature is a little bit better for Western New York, but again, it's not really warm yet. Looking forward for those warm temperatures to come up. But as the warm temperatures start to come upon us, and we get in full swing of the riding season, with everything that's going on in the world and society, it leaves a lot of events up into question. You know, when I say events, I'm really talking about motorcycle events. It leaves a lot of them up into question is whether they're going to occur or not. So for this year, for 2020, one of the things that I plan to do is go to Americade. Americade is June, first week in June in the Adirondack region. And I plan on going to that event. I don't know if that's going to happen. You know, I can't, I hope it does, but I understand the social responsibility and having people keep their distance, and you want to have everybody safe. So I am not sure as of right now. It's still going on. Still have my reservation. Also, I was planning on attending Wingding this year, which is the first week in July. Another event. That one is out in Springfield, Missouri. As of right now, they have not canceled that event, and I'm hoping that will happen. There are some other events throughout the year that I've been contemplating on going, and I guess the thought that I had in mind was, if these motorcycle events get canceled, if 2020, the summer of 2020 just happens to be void of motorcycle events, are you okay with that? Are you good with that? Are you highly disappointed? And my first initial, I'll give you my thoughts. My first initial thought was, you know what, I would love to go. You look forward all year to going to these events. And I said, it would be a disappointment if they didn't have it, but I understand if they have to cancel, I understand. And I could just ride local. I think a lot of people are like, I could just ride around my neighborhood, I can just ride local. But then I thought, even taking that a step further, for those of you that do not plan on doing any of the major events, Sturgis, what if Sturgis gets canceled? But if you don't plan on doing any of the major events, I think all of us, have little maybe functions that we attend, little, I say little, I'm not putting them down, but smaller bike nights, in your local area. You have maybe a couple bike nights, maybe you have some dice runs, maybe you have, things that you're used to doing during the summertime that, you're not doing that long cross-country trip to a rally, but you're doing these other things that now maybe, what if those get canceled? What if, you can't have a gathering? Say your local bike night has, 60, 75 people that show up for the bike night, and they say that's too many. So now those bike nights get canceled. How does that affect you? Are you okay? Are you okay being a lone wolf and not, just riding down the road like I am right now, and not going to these events? Initially, I get back to what I originally said. Initially, I thought, I'm okay with that. If I just got to ride by myself, ride locally, can't go anywhere, I'll be good with that. But then the more I thought about it, I thought about why I really enjoy, the Americade and the Wingding and everything else. And I mean, Americade has great riding in the Adirondack region of New York State. But one of the things I remember about Americade last year was I met a couple from Massachusetts. They were riding BMW. I think it was a K1600B, if I have that right. one of their touring bikes. They were riding that. And it was after the day was done, and we're all at the hotel, and we're just sitting around, talking and discussing the day. And they were telling me about, where they lived and their different travels and the different events they went to. And then the next day we hooked up with them, and we rode up to Lake Placid, and we all had lunch together. And see, that's what I'm going to miss if they do not have the events. I'm going to miss the being able to get together with other like-minded people and enjoying that fellowship, enjoying that company. So the more I thought about it, it's like, what do you really like about these events? The bike nights, the Wingding, the Sturgis. I think I like meeting people. You like the ride. The ride is great. That's why we have motorcycles. But the second part of it is you like to meet people and develop friendships. And without having the ability to get together and meet with people, without being able to gather together in groups, I do think there is something lost there. So again, my hope is that, these events don't get canceled. Your local bike night stays on, the national events stay on. But if they do get canceled, for me, there would be a loss because, that's one less person that you might meet, one less friend that you could develop because we're not having these events. So I don't know, I'm going to be optimistic. Again, I always say, or I think about when it comes to these things, what's the greater good has to be taken into account. We don't want people getting sick. We don't want people in the hospital because we've decided that we're going to have an event. And if that's what the alternative is, then, I would say, let's not have the event. But hopefully if we can get some semblance of control over this thing and we don't have to eliminate our whole summer, that would be great. But I'm going to take advantage of this now again. Be able to being out right now responsibly. Not really going to try to hang around a lot of people or interact with a lot of people. But I do want to get out, and as everyone knows, you want to get the wind therapy in. So do me a favor, put your comments below. Again, if your event, your thing gets canceled, your bike night, your Sturgis, your whatever it is, your local rides that you're used to doing during the summer, if those are gone, are you good with it? You got alternative plans? Are you going to go anyway? Let's say Americade gets canceled. Are you just going to say, I don't care, I'm going to just ride up to the Adirondacks anyway and ride around and enjoy? If Sturgis gets canceled, I don't know if it would be, but let's just say, worst case scenario, Sturgis gets canceled. Are you still going to ride up there, and just do the things? There won't be any official sanctioned vendors and events, but you're just going to, hey, I'm going to go up there, I'm going to go for the ride. Are you going to do that anyway? Does it even matter? So, as always, enjoy your day. Get out, do what you love doing, enjoy your time out. Whatever it is you find yourself makes you happy, whether it's motorcycling, whether it's bike riding, mountain bike riding, whether it's just going for a walk, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, get out and do it and have a great time doing it. Life's too short. I think one of the things we can really attest to now after everything we're going through is that life is short. So get out, enjoy yourself, and take care, everyone. God bless.